to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. A big welcome back to everyone who has recently subscribed or who has been subscribed since the very beginning. I just want to welcome you guys and thank you guys so much for your friendship, and thank you guys for being a part of this beautiful soul family here and for supporting me and for supporting each other, especially in the comment section. If you're new to the channel, we would love to have you join us, so please get cozy, get some snacks, and we'll have a little chat because we're all friends when we gather here today. And if you're new to the channel, we would love for you to drop your comment below so that we can give you a chance to win a free reading with me. I draw names from my comment section, so be sure to hit your notification bell if you've dropped me a comment under any of my videos this month, because I'll be drawing another name for that this week. I'm just waiting to hear back from my most recent winner, but then I will be drawing a new name. So be sure to hit your notification bell, be sure to drop your comment below. For today's pick a card reading, we are looking at what is coming next for the singles in love. So what new people are coming forward, what changes in love are coming for the singles out there. We have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1 here with the Shadowscapes Tarot and the Hematite. Pile number 2 with the Crow Tarot and the Blue Aragonite. And pile number 3 with the Sante Morte Book of the Dead Tarot and the Red Carnelian Palm. So whichever pile or stones are calling out to you, there may be a message waiting from Spirit, and I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. Again, we're looking at singles love predictions moving forward, what changes are coming in your love life. Pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. You were drawn to the beautiful piece of Hematite here, or to the Shadowscapes Tarot, which is one of my favorites. And this is your reading. What is coming in love? You're single, maybe newly single, maybe you've been single for a while, and you want to know what's next in love for you. So let's see here. 9 of Swords reversed. I feel like you're like ready for a brand new start. You're like, I don't want to look backwards. I don't want to hear today in this reading that I have anyone coming from the past. I just want to be forward facing. It's like I've been through hell and I'm ready for a brand new day. We have the High Priestess. And I just feel like your perspective has shifted. And I feel like that's a drastic change for you. Like, I think you're putting in a lot of effort towards this change in expectation. Because, you know, the 9 of Swords in general is a really strong energy of rumination. It really is something that plagues us, worry, fear, insecurity that plagues us. And I feel like there's been a turnaround for you where you're just like, you know what? No, I'm not going to let that be my story. Yeah, because there's the 9 of Pentacles. It's like you're claiming your independence. And I keep hearing hot girl summer. So it's like we're claiming our independence. And I feel like you're really working on yourself. And you could be physically working on yourself or just emotionally bolstering your confidence. But whatever you're doing, it's working. Spirit says to keep doing what you're doing because you're shining a huge beacon. And this beautiful sense of independence and productivity that I feel for you. Like, I feel like you're like, I'm not going to focus on who's going to come in and complete me because I'm already the shit. I'm going to focus on that instead. And I just think that that's amazing. A new perspective. It's like new summer, new perspective. 7 of Pentacles. Because I feel like you're just done with the wait. It's like you're done with this sense of like a watched pot. It's like I'm not watching the pot anymore. It's like if we're not growing, if I'm not planting the seeds, I need to be working on the growing conditions. And I feel like you're really working on yourself. And that's great. Because it's preparing you. You're setting the stage. You're setting the stage for someone amazing to come in. Someone that deserves you. Someone that matches your frequency. And I love too, because this person that comes in solidifies your separations or solidifies your decisions of severance in the past. It's like, I feel like this was a painful experience in the past with your ex potentially. Maybe you thought that was your person and that turned out to be wrong, which was very, very painful. But sometimes Spirit leads us on paths that do contain painful truths because that path is actually a stepping stone towards someone even better or something much, much better. So this surrender that they feel from you, they're so proud of you for doing that. And they want you to give yourself a pat on the back even, because this person that you thought from the past, who was your soulmate, quote unquote, or the person you were going to build with, I feel like they were not your person. And instead we have this sense of your patience paying off, because they say that your patience is going to pay off in droves, and they want you to surrender to this newfound confidence that you feel. And if you're not feeling this yet, if you're still in the process, they want to encourage that for you. They want you to be encouraged on that path and to continue on that path of confidence, because they definitely see a wonderful energy coming in, a very supportive emotional energy. They could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And I think there's something, this person's also a really hard worker. And I think that they are someone who is really emotional, but will sometimes try to hide that emotion. We have the Five of Cups, the Magician. It's like you're calling your power back. And again, if you haven't done that yet, Spirit's like, it's time to call back our power from every realm, person, individual, place that has it, that we've given our power to or has taken our power. We can call that back by simply saying, I call back all the energy from every realm, place, dimension, being that has some of it. And it will come back to you. You can ask Archangel to help you with that. We have the Hierophant. I will say this for you, I do feel like for someone watching, if you're in a stage of singledom, and maybe you've been single for a little bit of time right now, Spirit says you are in for commitments. But this next person coming in could be someone that you actually build a life with and commit to. And I feel like there's a certain amount of camaraderie between the two of you. I feel like whatever you've experienced in the past, this person may have had experiences in the same type of realm. Because they keep acknowledging too the losses that you've experienced in the past in love, and how for all intents and purposes you had every right to be depressed or be sad or feel upset, but they also want to tell you that the worst is behind you, that what you experienced in the past, the worst is behind you. We have the Knight of Wands. For some of you, this person's, it's going to start kind of fiery. It's going to start really impulsively. This person's really charismatic. I also feel like there's travel coming in the future for you as well with this individual. They have this confidence about them, but I feel like some of it's a bit feigned, if I'm honest. They're not always 100% confident, this person. We have the Five of Swords. We also have the Eight of Pentacles here on the back of deck. And the Nine of Pentacles, you are working on yourself. You are working on yourself. What I love here is that it's not always easy for you, but you power through every single time, which is a beautiful testament to your strength. And the Spirit says that sometimes it's hard for you to stay focused, because it's like when you start an exercise regime or a diet or something. It's like it's easy to go for the first 2 or 3 days. But when we reach that week, that 2 weeks, it's really hard to stay focused on a journey when we're trying to improve ourselves and improve our mental health or improve our position, improve our physical health too, because I feel like there's a physical journey happening for you that's helping you with all of your mental clarity as well. The Knight of Wands here is this direction from your guides and angels to maintain this mentality of go, 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 forward momentum. They say sometimes you're going to feel like you're being pulled back. You're going to feel like you take a couple steps forward and then some of this confidence will wane a little bit. But they say that you're a slingshot. So all of these insecure energies and this buyer's remorse, when we are hit with nostalgia, when we're really stepping outside of comfort zone, let that flow over you. Let that pass. And don't sort of fuel a message into yourself that creates this narrative that everything's going to blow up in your face, because that's the remorse coming back to hit us. That's the waves of emotion that sometimes see us escaping and is trying to bring us back out into the sea. So Spirit wants you to keep your wits about you, because this person's worth it. They're worth the wait. What's coming in love, please, for singles? The Victory. And again, the Hierophant says depression, depression and anxiety and worrying that someone is against you, the Vulture. And I feel like you're overcoming that. And if you're in the process of that, Spirit wants to give you the confidence to know that you're going to succeed. You're going to overcome that. The Vulture also reminds us that everything that we've experienced that led to this depression was not for naught. It wasn't wasted. It hasn't been wasted. And it's something that is fueling all of this transformation for you, truly. They really, really want you to look at your past very objectively. Back of the deck says turkey. Someone is behaving stupidly. And I feel like you did deal with a lot of ridiculous people in the past that sometimes made you feel like you had to second guess your own worth. But not anymore. And they also want to assure you that this new path moving forward assures you a position that you feel comfortable and proud of and secure in. We have September being very, very significant in this big shift and change. So this is when this person may pop up for you, pile 1. So that's very exciting. That's not very far away. Whoops. That's why they're asking us to hold on with the 9 of Pentacles. They're asking us to hold placement because the 9s are one step closer to the community cards of those 10s. We have Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. And the momentum is actually picking up speed. We also have Rabbit, too much concern over sexual matters. Now, I will say this Knight of Wands, as I said, it might start really fiery, and sometimes that can plague us. It's like we worry about how relationships are started or how focused the energy is on the physical realm in the beginning, but Spirit's not concerned about that at all. In fact, they're encouraging you to explore in that way. What is coming in love, please? We have Belonging. It came out reversed. We also have the Identity card. Because I feel the shifts and changes in your love life is drastic enough that it's making you question. I feel like in the past you questioned, you know, whether you should stay or leave potentially. This new sort of shift and change in your love life is going to be, there's going to be a lot of electricity between the two of you. There's going to be a lot of attraction between the two of you. But I also feel like that attraction is also going to thrust you into a little bit of an insecure moment or moments where you worry about falling too hard, too fast, because I do feel there's a guarded energy. It's like independence, independence, independence. I won't let anybody else in. But this person hits a nerve. It's like you can't help but let this into your boat because there's so much emotion surrounding the King of Cups. So there's an uncertainty about the future that still lingers in your energy, but Spirit says this person helps you to overcome that turbulence. So that is very exciting. Singles, what is coming in love, please? What's next in love for singles? We have You Know What's Best for You, Authority. And we also have Freedom. You always have a choice. Spirit is really, really adamant that, you know, just because a new opportunities open or available to you doesn't mean you have to take it. It's not going to be the end all be all to the ultimate happiness in your life. This person can help you achieve a lot of happiness and security, but they don't want you to feel like you have to leap and they're giving you a must sort of energy. They want you to know that they will follow you down whatever path that you choose and all of your connections and all of your life as well. Back of the deck says lighten up though. Joy, to focus on joy, because it's, again, if we spend too long with a decision, with a doorway open, sometimes it can affect sort of the trajectory of that moment. It's like sometimes if we wait too long, that doorway will close. So they're just really encouraging positivity moving forward. What is coming in love, please, for singles, for pile 1, please? Heart healing. Mourning now has had its time. There's the 5 of Cups. Don't pay it a single dime. Emerge from the darkness. A new day is starting. Let light embrace the healing heart and the stranger's grace. Don't ever underestimate the kindness of a stranger. It says, ego fears the sudden danger, but never underestimate the kindness of a loving stranger, because that loving stranger just could turn into your forever, pile 1. So that's super, super exciting. Let's get a romance card for you. Pile 1. Singles love prediction, please. We have here, you deserve love. You are lovable. And I feel like it's a journey for you to, I almost feel like I could cry. I feel like it's a journey for you to get to that point. And if you're in that journey, Spirit wants you to embody that belief right this moment, because Again, I could cry for you because you are so lovable. Don't ever let any person, place, or thing steal that truth from you. We definitely have someone coming in where there's so much chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction. And I feel like that makes you a little insecure at first, but they want you to follow that attraction down. We have honeymoon. Enjoy the holiday time of bliss together. So I do feel like there'll be travel. Again, travel with this person as well, which is really, really exciting. Pile 1, you have a great outcome coming for the future in love for you. Let's get a charm bowl. If you're new to the channel, I do end each spread with a charm cast. I start with Teeny Tiny Tarot. So what else can you tell me about this person coming in for pile number 1, please? Whoops, I missed it. King of Wands. We have the 3 of Pentacles. Six of Cups reversed. I feel a little bit of cynicism or cynical energy coming from someone. It's like we are not in a placement right now mentally where we think it's realistic to hope that this is coming true for us. We may not be at that place of security right this moment, but you're a work in progress, and they want you to know that today's energy won't be tomorrow's energy, that you are an evolution. Before our very eyes, we're watching you evolve. And this next person, although we're a little bit unsure about whether we're ready or not for, it's like you're not ready for commitment. But I feel like this person comes in and then they're the one you want to commit with ultimately, because this is a new foundation. This is a new foundation, and it's being sort of directed and divinely guided by Spirit at this time too. And this, you know, this King of Wands doesn't feel ready right now. He doesn't feel prepared, but Spirit says, you know what, sometimes life happens and the best things happen and fall into our laps when we're completely unprepared. So waiting for a perfect moment is sort of, we're going to be waiting forever for that perfect moment. Oh, we have a lot in the bowl. Oops. Even lost a charm. Let me see. I don't know where it is. I'll have to find it. In the bowl today, we have the letter P twice. PJ. We have the lightning bolt. This person's going to pop in out of the blue, but this is also the black lightning bolt. So I feel for someone watching, this isn't for everyone, that you may have gone through like a really strong like separation from a long-standing reunion or a long-standing connection, maybe even a divorce. We have the 3 of Swords, which is sadness. We have here the fish bones, but it's the white fish bones. So even though we've had this epiphany, this upheaval in our life that's led to permanent change, they say that now we can close off that cycle and we can plant new seeds by the light of day. We have the Rose of Hope here. We have the freedom of movement choice. We have we'll have all sorts of excuses as to why we're not ready for this next phase, but Spirit says that we may not feel ready, but it's exactly what we need. We have ING. We have a Pentacle, which is an opportunity. We have the 5 of Cups, and we have the 6 of Wands. So we have the 5 of Cups, which is representing the mourning and the reflection that we keep, that keeps us in a place of rumination, that keeps us in a place of overthinking and anxiety. And the only way that we can combat that is through confidence. It's hard to do. We have the skull, which is a symbol of reality and transition and the grief that we're experiencing, but it will pass. We have the Tangled Heart, and we have do as you would be done by, almost too simple, but it's all you need to get by. And I feel like many people in your life have not adhered by that message, but you try to. All right, pile 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates. If it did, I'd love to hear your story below. I would love for you to subscribe to the channel as well and become a part of our beautiful soul family here. If you do drop me a comment below, be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. I also offer private readings through my Etsy account, and that link is below. And I have a bunch of other links down there that you can check out. But I hope that you come back here for another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile 2. You were drawn to the blue aragonite and to the Crow Tarot. Oops. This is your reading. Singles love predictions. Who is coming forward? What changes in your love life can you expect moving forward from this point? I just threw the card across the room. Knight of Pentacles. Pile 2. Who is coming forward? What shifts and changes are coming forward here? 3 of Cups. The Hermit. You could have a Virgo coming forward for you, pile 2. This might start slow and on kind of a, you might just date around, or it's like you might just keep it a little bit loosey-goosey with this person and not really commit right away. But they want you to know that this person is definitely commitment material. They're really reliable, hardworking. This is a sort of salt of the earth type of person. They could be like someone who works with earth elements or works with their hands in some type of way too. It's like a big teddy bear or something. It's like a big, I just keep hearing this big sturdy person. So really attractive. It's almost like I'm seeing Paul Bunyan or something. It's like I'm saying, I couldn't remember his name with the blue bull. It's like somebody big and burly or something, but just really dependable, really, really focused person, really hardworking. And I feel like there's something about them that they're really different from you. It's like they're really, maybe they're shyer too. This person's kind of shy coming forward for you, pal, too. And so I feel like that's kind of a contrast sometimes to your personality. And so there's something very different about this person. And so you're not sure if the two of you could mesh forever or something. But this person's really dependable. This person is and opposites attract all of the time. So we should never seek to find someone who's exactly like us, because how boring would that be? We have the High Priestess. Let's clarify. We have here the Eight of Cups, and we also have the Nine of Wands. I'm going to clarify with a different deck here, though. Who is coming forward? It's almost like your higher self is sitting there guarding the veil, saying, I know something you don't. I know something you don't. We have the Five of Cups. Spirit keeps saying, don't miss out on this opportunity by failing to see the potential in this person. In fact, they say, and that's what they say, it's like you spend time dating this person, but there's no real commitment necessarily off of the hop, because maybe you're not ready for commitment, because I feel like someone has already removed themselves from a pretty negative cycle, and they're in this state of trying to focus on repair. So I feel like you're saying to yourself, I don't want commitment. I want to date around. I want to keep things light. I want to have fun. You will have a lot of fun with this person. This person, just because they're responsible, just because they're shy, doesn't mean that they're not a good time, because they are. And I feel like there's this real sense of this person really starts to grow on you emotionally. And because of this person's ability to stay grounded, they help you maintain some sort of balance. And I feel like you're an emotional person that can really benefit from that sometimes too. Eight of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you're going to kind of fall for this person unexpectedly. You won't anticipate that. And you know, it almost, for some, it might even start as like a friends with benefits type of situation. That's not a message for everyone, but for someone specifically. In fact, you might already be a part of that right now. So if that's the case, Spirit's talking about that person right now for you. But they're going to grow on you. They're going to grow on you. And then there's a certain amount of like insecurity that melts away a little bit as you see how dependable this person is, because I think it's a stark contrast to how independable people in your life have been. And this person comes in to sort of prove you wrong, that everyone is like your ex, or everyone is like the past that you've just experienced. Because you're guarded. I will say that. You could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You're very guarded though, and you're holding firm boundaries. But then all of a sudden this person they sneak up on you. The emotion that you feel sneaks up on you. We have the Magician. I love it. King of Cups is at the back of your deck. I think that's beautiful energy. And we have the Justice. For someone watching, for multiple people watching potentially, this could be the person that you ultimately commit with as well. I see commitments down the line too. That's part of the secret behind that veil that your higher self is talking about. This Magician, you know, we rule all the elements on this table, so it's all about confidence and empowerment, and this pathway can lead you to more of that. If you're coming from the Five of Cups, this new path is giving you back what you feel like you've lost. It's restoring your sense of self. It's restoring your sense of emotional security. And I feel like it's exactly what you need, because you're in the process potentially of walking away from something that was really emotionally unfulfilling. But I also feel like you're like holding on to it still a little bit too, or at least to the resentment, to the disappointment, to the exhaustion. And there's a sense of like, I don't have the energy to start all over. I don't have the energy to start all over. And that's why you're so guarded with this Queen of Swords. You could be a Libra, actually. But the Nine of Wands is asking you for one last push. Your guides are asking you to give this person just one little shot. Let yourself take that leap and take that risk, because this Knight of Pentacles that we're not 100% sure of could be the exact emotional support and the emotional supportive person that you need in your life. And it could lead to commitments, and it can lead to all sorts of abundance that commitments bring about too. For someone watching, I feel like this person could help with children potentially too. And the good news is that this person is exceptionally focused on you. In a physical sense, in a priority sense, you are a priority to this person. So Spirit is really encouraging you to take that leap of faith. Of course, they never shove you off of that cliffside, but they're really encouraging that, because they say this could be the exact push in the right direction that you need. And it can really help you to regain your sense of focus and grounding too with the Hermit. It's like it reestablishes the hope in that lantern, and it helps to steer us on a new course. And this person helps us do that. So that's a beautiful thing. Singles, what is coming? We have here Inkpot, problems to be resolved. So what you feel like you've lost here, you can even see with the Five of Cups, it's like a bunch of ink falling out into the ground. And here the ink pot is all spilled on the ground too, but it says this new phase, here's April being significant, this new phase is solutions to what you feel like you've lost. We have here Bridge, successfully overcoming a problem and Throne of Authority. And we have Nest as well. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. And that's what I mean. This potential for this person and this opportunity has the potential to build a family unit for someone as well. So they're really encouraging that flow mentality, because this will not only increase your emotional stability, but also a lot of financial stability can be expected from this person too, because they're really dependable and they work really, really hard. Back the deck says money will be coming to you, coins. And abundance will be coming to you. What is next one up, please, for singles for pile number 2? We have here Buffalo. You will be provided for in absolutely every way. This person is a traditionalist as well. I feel like they're a traditional person. So when you want to keep things light and airy, I think that that's almost a problem for them. They don't, I think they're really sturdy and steady, and they don't showcase that fear. But they're a traditionalist. It's like they want the white picket fence. They want perhaps the 2.3 children. They value the family unit. And that means that they want to provide for you. Not that they're perhaps the type that's like, you have to stay home, but they just want to make sure that you're not stressed out. We have here, you know what is best for you, authority. And back of the deck says, Beaver, productiveness, just go ahead and do it. We have the Fool energy here. They're asking you to kind of give yourself the grace of another chance. Give this person that same grace, to give them the opportunity, because you have so much to give them and they have so much to give you. And again, they're such a hard worker, and they're going to work hard for you. I feel like in every area. Singles love, please. Oh, we have here chaos and conflict, and not for you. This is balance energy of the Wheel of Fortune. It's good fortune coming in for you with this person's involvement in your life, but you're on the fence about whether or not you want to crack open that cookie. You're on the fence. You're guarded when this person comes in, and they grow on you. They grow on you over time, but I feel like you want to keep it a little bit loosey-goosey at first, because you're afraid. You're afraid of permanent change, and you're afraid of conflict that you've already been through recurring or returning in your life. Back of deck has Blessed, number 22. And this new phase for you, Pile 2, can really help get you solidly footed on the ground. It can also help to restore the gratitude that you feel. And if you are feeling that upheaval, this terrible feeling of mourning, this past reflection that's filled with pain, Spirit says the best way to combat that right this moment and to restore some confidence is to see what you have to be grateful for right this moment. And so gratitude is, and they really, that's why they don't want you to overlook this person, because this person has so much potential to give you exactly what you need, but they're not your typical type. Oops. Pile number 2, please. Oops. Future love predictions. We have the House. We also have here the Solitude, and we have the Trickery card from Agatha Christie. I feel like you've been hurt so many times in the past, or significantly at least once, and you're not ready to be hurt again. And this solitude energy, it's about loneliness because of heartbreak. It's about isolation. It's about regrouping and healing. It reminds me of the Hermit. You can see these two birds, they're not flying because like you're not ready for that. This person's popping in whether you're ready or not, unfortunately. And they say that it doesn't feel like perfect timing for you, but it's the perfect timing for this connection. And so they don't want you to self-sabotage with the noose that's hanging off of the table there. They don't want you to self-sabotage because of your internal reflections right now. And that's why the Hermit is actually asking for refocus and healing too. Back of the deck says love, Sappho. I love this card. Sappho was an erotic poet. And she was one of the first female erotic poets who wrote for other women of her time as well. So she's really significant. So that may resonate with you. But there's just so much devotion from this person. And this is, I feel like this will be your forever for someone watching too. Like, and that was such a beautiful momentum from where you're coming from. So there's so much love coming in for you, and I'm so happy about that. And again, the House is all about literally homes that we build together. It's literally about building up foundations of permanent change and commitments. Pile number 2, please. Singles, love prediction. We have here the Art of Life. There is no sacred light in the aura of the invisible life, so be bold in your skin and let love dance in sight. Now, the Fool keeps coming back to mind here with this Art of Life card, and it's really encouraging that leap of faith. And it's really encouraging you to, when you start to feel this person growing on you and emotionally, to not risk not leaping. I guess that's a poor way of putting it, but not holding back in a state of fear, because you may be holding yourself back from something that's meant for your healing. Trust your intuition. Simple, complex words of pain or words that heal. You come to know the truth by the way that it feels. And as much as you'll try to resist it and keep those boundaries up, you can't help but fall for this person. It's like they break through. They break through the darkness, which is exactly what you need. All right, we have one in the pile number 2 in the bowl, please. What can you tell me about this person coming in for pile number 2? Oops. Oh, we've got 3 here. Perfect. We have the 2 of Cups, a new relationship, which is lovely. It's sideways because I don't feel like you're ready for it. Yeah, there's the 8 of Swords. There's the Temperance. But Spirit says that's okay. It's showing up regardless if you're ready or not. And this Temperance energy is about finding joy in the journey. So they say if you're not 100% sold towards even commitment with this person at first, then just leap with the intention of having fun. And that's okay, because Spirit says that fun that you have is going to be the precipice of change for you. And ultimately, they do see you in a new solid relationship. So don't let your emotion of past restrictions hold you in place from this great opportunity. Because we can create prisons of our own design. Even here's the black starfish sitting right in the center. And the black starfish is a healing and release energy, because that starfish can lose a limb and regrow it over time, which is a beautiful reminder of our own ability to transform into our wholeness after we've felt a profound loss. We have a little Sheltie dog. We have the cactus, which is a symbol of thirst. But now we have the palm tree. So one's a symbol of thirst, and then one's this beautiful palm of like relaxation. We have the 5 of Pentacles here with the honey cells that are empty. So loneliness, conflict. We have the letter J. We also have the Hierophant steps, a commitment for someone, commitment with this next phase of your journey. We have a bone. I think about a bone that we need to pick. It's like I have a bone to pick with you. It's like I still have something, eating at me from the past. We have the High Priestess, though. Your higher self wants you to peek behind that veil. We have a little doggy paw, 2 little doggy paws. This person's an animal lover. You may be an animal lover too. I also feel like children could be in your future with this person too. We have the butterfly of transformation, and we have the siren. We have the mermaid in the bowl. So temptation and lots of physical attraction with this person. All right, pile number 2. That's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates. If it did, I'd love to hear your story below in the comment section. Even if you have to come back to tell me what happened, I would love to hear your story. If you do drop a comment below, be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. And you can also check me out on Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to. I do update that shop weekdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So be sure to check back. It does sell out rather quickly, but I always update every day. So be sure to check back or check in with me, and I can help you to secure a slot. But I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I hope that you have a great week. Hello, pile 3. You were drawn to the beautiful red carnelian palm, which is actually a hagstone as well. There's a clear channel through here, which is cool. Or the Sante Morte Book of the Dead Tarot, and this is your reading. What changes are coming in love for singles? What are the singles' love predictions? Who is coming forward? What changes in your life are coming? Pile number 3. We have the 6 of Wands, which I love to start because it's a victory card. 9 of Cups. Oh my goodness, you have someone coming forward that almost feels too good to be true. They're really physically attractive. And I keep hearing dreamboat is what I keep hearing. Dreamboat. 9 of Swords. Knight of Cups. Oh my, we have here the Ace of Swords, and we have the 7 of Cups. Pile 3. Not only do I feel like you have multiple people coming forward. I do. And I feel like it's like when it rains, it pours. That's what it feels like. When it rains, it pours, because I feel like it's like this dream come true. Somebody who you're really, really attracted to comes along, and then all of a sudden you have other options too. It's like as soon as the floodgates open, everybody starts wanting to get involved in the situation. We have this Ace of Swords as your backup deck. Which is, you know, I'm looking at this Ace of Swords, and it's like a light shining through. It's about clarity, and it's about breakthroughs, too. Breakthroughs in your life. And I feel like this is a bit of a breakthrough for you, this shift and change in your love realm. They're also speaking to a specific offer coming in for someone. Because I feel like, honestly, even though you may have options coming forward for you, pile 3, I feel like this one offer is... it's too enticing and you're too attracted, and I feel like that's the offer you go for anyway. But it still creates a lot of insecurity in you. It's like, this is like a person that I'm really attracted to, and it seems like the perfect opportunity, and it's almost like it's too good to be true, as I said, and our confidence is going to be tested, and that's why they started with confidence, because they don't want you to let that be rattled. They don't want that to let you stop you from powering through in this opportunity. This person could be a fire sign, a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius coming in. They could be the water sign, though. We have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. They come in and they appear to look like a knight in shining armor, and I think that there's jaded energy coming through that's making you be like, this is too good to be true. It feels too good to be true. I also feel like someone is hesitating to go into a new cycle because I feel like you're a parent, and I feel like you're worried about, it's like you're really careful and cautious about who you allow. 4 of Pentacles. The Strength. Spirit really is encouraging you not to let your insecurity kind of enter into your mind, and you could be a worrier and someone who is plagued with insecurity regularly, because this 9 of Wands is like, or 9 of Swords, we don't just become the Nine of Swords. There are steps that get there. You know, we take steps to get to the ruminating energy. It's a persistent habit that we've made of insecurity and overthinking. So Spirit says this may be sort of a persistent habit that you have of worrying about things. But this strength energy says you have all of the tools in your toolkit to overcome that. And they really are encouraging the vulnerability in this opportunity. Page of Swords. Back of the deck is the Six of Wands. And we started with the Six of Wands, and there's the Knight of Pentacles. If you're unsure about this person's dependability, Spirit says you don't need to be. And I feel like they almost have to prove themselves a little bit moving forward too. But there's a determination to do so as well. It's almost like it's like because they are aware that you're so guarded, they feel like they have to overcompensate by proving something to you. They want you to, they're calling you a student. You may be in school, and it could be a school connection that is coming forward for you as well, because they're calling someone a student. But they're also encouraging you not to be the watcher here. It's like there's so many moments in life where we allow opportunities to pass us by and then we kick ourselves after, and they're really encouraging you not to do that in this case, because this is a long relationship. Spirit says this one will last for a while. In some cases, it may last until commitment if we allow it to get to that point. But this person there's dependability here. So they don't want you to wait to take advantage of the opportunity. They definitely want you to leap into it. But it feels like this person is the pursuer. They are the pursuer. And I think they're very complimentary too. They want to bring forward like traditional flowers, chocolate. You know, they're a gift giver type of, like they want to be generous with you and they want to give you gifts, and they will. This will be the type of person that shows up with flowers. Oh, we've got a lot going on here. With flowers on the first date, for instance. That's why it's like it's too shiny. Their armor looks too shiny. But Spirit wants you to use that armor. Use that armor to help carry you into a more of a state of peace. Now we have the Vulture card. The Vulture card says depression, anxiety, and worry that someone is against you. And as I said, I feel like you could suffer from that. And if you do, again, that's not a message for everyone. Please take the messages as they resonate and leave behind those that don't. But if you do, this person can help you transition to more of a state of peace. They can be a peaceful influence. And it's a beautiful reminder too that everything that's contributed to this type of anxiety and depression hasn't gone to waste. It has been utilized as lessons from Spirit to help get you to this opportunity. So it's not wasteful. Anything that you've experienced in the past that stripped you of your confidence, they want you to know that it was setting the stage for this. This person, plenty of material things. This person is showy. And so I feel like they have some sort of money or something because they give you stuff. So they're very showy about that. We have Tortoise slowly but surely getting ahead. And here's the Knight of Pentacles. I do feel like there is continued hesitation or continued anxiety as you progress in this relationship, but it's like they show dependability, which helps to ease some of that insecurity and fear. Back of the deck says pay attention to your work. It's the desk. As I said, they're calling somebody a student. This could also be a work connection, but it's more, I feel more of an educational institution type of energy. Who is coming in love for singles, pile 3? We have here gratitude. Be grateful for what you're blessed with. I just heard don't look a gift horse in the mouth. That's what I just heard. It's like when we get something that we've been hoping for and then we look at it with squinty eyes like we're unsure of it. It's like asking my mom constantly when I was a kid for a bowl of ice cream and then her giving me a bowl of ice cream and me looking at it with suspicion. It's like, what'd you put in there? And we have freedom. You always have a choice. And they want us to understand that in the present moment, we always have an opportunity to sway our mind from one of lack into one of abundance. Even in a state of grief, they want us to, and they understand it's difficult. They're not trying to minimize people's grief at all, but they want us to begin to reflect upon the possibility of having grief and joy exist at the same time and allowing that, because it can help transition that grief into more joy. But they are really adamant that this is your choice to make, of course. It says make a decision and take appropriate action. They are, you know, my grandma used to say that when God wants something, he doesn't whisper, he shoves. That's what she used to say. In this case, Spirit is nudging you definitely in this direction, though. Who's coming forward for pile number 3? We have time for a nap. And it's number 2 and 4, which is a 6. We have all that glitters. Number 16, back of the deck is 2, the sea. They're really, and you know, the 7 reminds me of the 7 of Wands. It's also like a chariot energy about decisions and leading with a sense of determination and strength in the direction that's going to improve our situation or make us feel more emotionally fulfilled. The 16 is talking about permanent change that this person can bring in for you. Permanent change. Permanent changes in status, permanent changes in your ruminating anxiety as well. But we have to be willing to be vulnerable enough to take those masks off. I also do feel like this person overcompensates sometimes with gifts. As I said, they're very generous, but there's something about, it's like sometimes they overcompensate in that area. So they may be the type of person that if you have a fight, they'd be more likely to bring home flowers, which is wonderful. But you could help encourage them to be more emotionally vulnerable to work through the emotional issue. But they do put band-aids on things with gifts sometimes. But they are encouraging you to go to the sea, to surrender to this new path. Of course, they're like freedom. You always have a choice, but they are encouraging that surrender in this case. Take this file number 3, please. We have here endurance. And we have cauldron. Back of the deck is the body. And this is a very sexually charged energy. We're starting with the Knight of Wands in the middle. This person could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Very strong Sagittarius vibe from this person, actually. And they are someone who is really focused on that realm. They're really attracted to you. That could maybe give you some anxiety. And they don't want that to give you anxiety, of course. Because there's so much potential here with the endurance card. And as I said, just because this person is very fiery towards you doesn't mean there's not longevity there, because that's what Spirit's talking about, is that this is something that could stand the test of time. This could be a long-standing relationship for you. Pile number 3, please. What can you tell me about? It says, freedom flows. Don't hold yourself back. Dream good things for divine sacred reason. Don't hold yourself back. You can see the Knight of Cups. He's hesitant to go through that archway. He's looking back at us like, I don't know, I'm not sure. But Spirit says, spiritual signs of inclination. You are walking through the passages of your transformation. Those passages aren't always free of fear, but we have the strength inside of us. Here's the strength energy. You could be a Leo to power through that fear. It says here, a three-eyed raven. As sunrise hits upon the dew, a messenger raven calls out with news. Prepare for the unexpected. So this person's going to pop up for you really unexpectedly. And it's going to pop up, I feel like, soon. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number 3. It's been very good news for everyone in today's pile, so that's great. Pile number 3, what can you tell me about this person coming forward for the singles? King of Cups. We may be starting with the Knights, and as I said, it's going to take some time to get to the commitment phase in this journey, but there's longevity here, and this person's a beautiful evolution in progress. Here with the King of Cups, there's a sense of a long-standing relationship coming. That's going to help you transition and move out of old cycles and leave old unfulfilling cycles behind and transition into new cycles. For some of you, this is going to lead to commitments in this connection. For others, this is a stepping stone to the next step for you, but there's still longevity here and so much to gain, because this person's helping you reach a state of peace. Whoops. We have Princess, and we have the Knights here as well. We have the family tree here, so I think about commitments, I think about family and what we can grow if we take and plant the seeds of potential. We have the Hatchet, And the wrench, somebody who's hardworking. I also think about wrenches in our plans. And some of the wrenches in this plan have to do with emotional attachments from the past. So we need freedom and flow with the Pisces energy. We also have here a nickel from 2015. So it has a beaver on it. So this is a family-oriented person who will want a family someday. That's why the Tree of Life is here. There's also the sense of May and the 5th of any month being significant. We have the 5 of Cups with the chain. I think of the devil energy, Capricorn. I also think about attachments from the past that are leaving us in states of reflection, which can sometimes steal our focus from present opportunities. And that's why Spirit wants us to turn our gaze to the present moment. All right, pile number 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonated with you, and if it did, I would love to hear your story down below in the comment section. Even if you have to come back to share your story, I would love to hear it. We would love for you to join our beautiful soul family here and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already by hitting your notification bell and your like button. And be sure to drop me your comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. And if you have recently commented, please be sure to check your notifications because I am waiting to hear back from one of my winners. But I hope that you come back here for another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a beautiful day.